Welcome to the CIU Sports Network for this edition of CIU Baseball as the Rams take on Truett McConnell University in a non-conference single game here in the midweek, as CIU and Truett, of course, both members of the Appalachian Athletic Conference, but not slated to play each other on the conference schedule this year, so they will play in a regular season game but will not count towards the conference record. Hunter Hoff will start on the mound for CIU as Griff will lead off for Truett McConnell. So one more pitch coming from Hoff, and we will be back in just a minute with CIU baseball. So Tanner Griffith to lead off for the Bears. Griffith, the junior out of Canton, Georgia. As there's the first strike for Hoff on the mound for the Rams. Griffith on the season batting .345, so pretty solid average there for the junior. Fifth highest on the team. This is a Truett squad that hits .309 as a team, so pretty efficient at the plate as Griffith is walked in his first at-bat by Hunter Hoff.
Tanner Griffin draws the leadoff base on ball for Truett McConnell, and the hitter will be number 35, the left fielder, Andrew Johnson.
And Hoff hits number 35, Andrew Johnston, in that second at-bat. So already runner on first, runner on second, and Coach Jonathan Johnson will come out and talk to Hoff after he's only thrown, I believe, just 5 pitches here. So we'll take a quick break while they discuss. We'll be back in a minute on the CIU Sports Network. So Hoff facing the third batter of the afternoon, which is Mikel Mascarello. Mascarello, the sophomore from Statesboro, Georgia. Statesboro, obviously the home of Georgia Southern. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 runners on base as that pitch gets in there for a strike. So Hoff trying to settle in here after the walk and the hit by pitch, put the first 2 batters on base. That'll even the count up at 2-2. Off this year, pretty solid with an ERA of 5.68 as he picks up the strikeout there against Mascarello. That'll bring up Ethan Roberts, sophomore from McDonough, McDonough, Georgia. Let's sit at 5'10". That pitch lofted outside for ball one. Hoff with just his 7th appearance on the season today and his 5th start of the year. That pitch is low, 2-0. CIU baseball will be on the road this weekend at Kentucky Christian. I guess I should say on the road on Thursday, actually, and then they will take a day off for Good Friday and be back against KCU on Saturday. CIU softball will be here this weekend as they will be at home on Saturday for a doubleheader. That is fouled off. Softball is also playing a single game today, that against Columbia College, so just down the road in Columbia. As CIU that will be a conference game for CIU softball. Off. A little worried about the runner over there on second, but here is a windup in the 2-2 pitch. That fouled off down the first base line as Hoff trying to recover after putting those first two batters on base. Counts 2-2. That is hit fair as one run will score. So the RBI single for Ethan Roberts scores Griffith, the leadoff man. So runners in the corners. Rams now trail 1-0. One is showed, and the runner will go. Throw is back to the mound, and then Hoff tried to pick off the runner at third, which was Johnston. So 2-0. Isaac Molinek, freshman from Blairsville, Georgia. Here in the number 5 hole. And that is outside as that'll be a walk. And I think we will see a changeup on the mound here. I'm not sure who was warming up over there in the bullpen, but I believe is that Gavin Lantham? Looks like we will have Gavin Lantham wearing number 2 today. Usually wears number 5, but Lantham wearing number 2 will replace Hoff here in after 1 out in this first inning. So Lantham will inherit the bases loaded and his team trailing by 1 run, 1 out of the order in the first inning. We'll be back in just a minute on the CIU Sports Network. So Gavin Lantham entering in for Hoff. We'll take a look here at the year that Lantham is having. We saw Gavin a little bit this weekend. 3 appearances on the year with 5 strikeouts. So the RBI single adds, that was a error, as so 1 run scores. That'll be unearned. One ball, 1 out. I'll make it 2-0. So bases loaded here. This is Reed at bat for Truett. Sam Reed, freshman from Dalton, Georgia, at the plate. And that will walk and force in a run to put CIU down 3-0. I'll bring up Matthew Redmond. Redmond batting 8th. And 2 will score. So CIU now down 5-0. Only 1 out here in this first inning. So that'll bring up the man at the top of the order, number 30, Gage Smith, freshman. One strike against Smith. Bases loaded as they have been for the last few batters. Outside, 1-1. There's a bunt hit back to Lantham, and there is the out made. So CIU just got to get out of the inning here as the Rams struggling to get outs against the Bears. So runners on second and third there after the out. Oh, 0-1. That's fouled off. That is fouled off. And there's the strikeout from Lantham. So that will end the inning, or excuse me, end the side, as CIU gives up 5 runs in the first. We'll see if they can make it up here in the bottom of the inning on the CIU Sports Network. So Shane Hammonds will try to turn the tide a bit here in this bottom of the first inning as CIU gives up 5 runs in the top of the inning. This is Davis Richardson on the mound for Truett McConnell. Richardson has appeared in 8 games, started 4, just 0-1 on the season, has an ERA of 7.98. Has only pitched 14 total innings this season, but midweek non-conference game like this, you will get to see some other guys in the pitching staff than we primarily get to see on the weekends. So definitely make it interesting. 2-2. Pitch high and outside. Full count here. 3-2 pitch from Richardson. That is in the dirt. So just like Hoff, Richardson walks his first batter of the game as Hammonds will get to first. That'll bring up Josh Hernandez. That one is going to bounce off the chest of the shortstop as Hammonds gets over to third and Hernandez reaches first on the hit. And so that is Aaron Hood who will be pinch running for Josh Hernandez. So Hood over at first, Hammonds at third. And with these midweek pitchers in here, I think it is fair to say that we will see a lot of scoring in this one. Richardson taking his time on the mound. And that will drop in there for a strike, though. 1-2 now. No outs. Brent Morris on deck for CIU. As Bleasdale will foul that off. Bleasdale in his third year, the graduate student. Congratulations to Deneen Hazelwood, who was named the Women's Appalachian Athletic Conference Track Athlete of the Week yesterday by the AAC. Her second time this year receiving a weekly award. She also received the honors back during the indoor season. That is thrown over to first. One ball, two strikes. And Bleasdale reaches on that and connects as Hammonds will show off the speed and go home. And he will dive to first, but no throw. But just to be safe, dives in there. So RBI single for Buddy Bleasdale as Hammond scores, and this cuts that deficit down to 5-1. Aaron Hood on second, Buddy Bleasdale at first now, bringing up Brenton Morris. Still no outs here at Miller Field. One ball, no strikes. Already one run scored here in this inning as two runners on for CIU. And that is fouled up. A 1-1. Two balls, one strike. Two. So full count here against Morris as Richardson trying to get at least one out here on the board. And that is popped up and will fall foul. Count stays at 3-2. And runners on first and second. As that is going to walk Morris. As Robert Bell comes to bat for CIU. One ball, no strikes here against Bell. Bases loaded. So Rob Bell representing the tying run in this 5-1 game. Feels funny to say when we're only in the first inning. Gage Smith will go and talk to Richardson on the mound. Two balls, one strike as Bell, big hitter. We know what he's capable of at the plate. Bell tried to check his swing as that is going to be a strike, so makes it 3-2. As they'll say it hit the bat, so foul ball. Makes it 3, stays at 3-2. That is hit over to Coach JJ at third base. Fouled off, keeps it at 3-2. Bell for the season hitting .273, has 4 home runs. Again, we talked about last game, switch hitter, as that is fouled up and caught. It will, no one will tag up as runners stay, bases stay loaded as Bell will take a seat. Cody Trujillo at the plate now for the Rams. Big swing and a miss there from Trujillo. Cody hitting .225 on the season, 11 RBIs, 29 hits, as that's in the dirt. That one gets around the belt of Trujillo. 2-1. Outside, 3-1. Morris on first. Bleasdale over there on second. Aaron Hood pinch running for Josh Hernandez on third. Outside, and Trujillo will take his base, which will add another run for the Rams, and conversation will be had with Richardson on the mound, so we will take a break. And Maldonado will get a hit right out of the gate against Cade Kinnery, who came in for Richardson. That will bring the score to 5-3 and bring up Grant Bodison. Excuse me, scores 2 as both Hood and Morris come across the plate on the double from Jan Maldonado. So that'll bring the score to 5-4. That is caught, and the double play is made on the line out from Grant Bodison. So we will go to the second, 41 minutes into this game, and on pace for a lot of runs here at Miller Field. Back here on the CIU Sports Network as we enter the top of the second inning. Gavin Lantham still on the mound for CIU, the second pitcher of the day for the Rams. So 1 out here, 5-4. That pitch is high and away for ball 1. One, two. Two count here. That is fouled off.
This is Lakeland activities, isn't it? How are you going to get the greens? That's really crazy.
What do you want for these two?
I don't want nothing.
They're two small ones. You don't have any?
No, I don't want
sad.
rocks. I am an adult.
That is fouled off as well. Stays at 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Nobody on as that is fouled off by Tanner Griffith. As there's the second out. At cold, a strike. So 0-1, 2 outs, nobody on. So a much more productive defensive showing here in the top of the second than we saw out of the top of the first for CIU, where they gave up 5 runs. That is outside. That hit to left field. That'll be at least a double as the speedy Ethan Roberts smashes one to left field and then gets around to second. So the double from Roberts with 2 outs, and that will bring up Isaac Molinak, again the freshman from Blairsville, Georgia.
Yeah, your name was not brought up. No Ross.
Outside. One.
That's funny. Have you thought about our mashed potatoes and gravy conversation?
You're terrible. I didn't think about you.
Runner will go on the pass ball. So Roberts reaches third. As 2-1 against Molinak. Lantham trying to work his way out of this situation. Runner on third. There's the strike from Lantham, so 2-2. And that'll be a walk. So runners in the corners now for the Bears.
Gavin did not give up the 5 runs. Yeah, but I don't think it goes towards his EO.
So 1 ball, no strikes. Runners in the corners. That is chopped too short. And the throw not quite there. Good effort from Bodison. That will score 1 to make it 6-4. Good effort, as I said, from Grant Bodison over there at short to field that hop, but not quite able to make the play to first. So this is Sam Reed back up at bat for Truett. He was walked in his last at bat. That gets in there for strike 2. So 1-2 count now as Latham looking for his second strikeout of the contest. That one hit as Trujillo dives for it, unable to make the play, and a runner comes across to bring the score to 7-4 as Matthew Redmond comes up to the plate. outside. Two 0. Fouled off. Makes it 2-1. Three 1 as Lantham trying to avoid the walk. That is hit over to Bodison, and the out is made on the fielder's choice. So we will head to the bottom of the second inning. CIU down 7-4. Carter Willis to lead off here in the bottom of the second inning. That pitch a little high. Makes it 1 ball, no strikes. One. That pitch well outside. And Willis will drive that ball to right field, and that will be a home run for Carter Willis as he rounds the bases, as Willis with the home run to bring this score to 7-5. That is Carter Willis's first home run of the year. We saw him hit one at the NCCA National Championship Tournament last May. And Hammonds will hit that fair. Falls just fair for the double by Hammonds. And as we mentioned, scoring not something that either team will struggle with in this midweek contest. Pitch is low. 0-1. That's outside. 0-2. Big swing and miss there from Hernandez. Makes it 2-1. Runner on second, no outs. CIU started this inning off with a home run from Carter Willis. As Hernandez is walked.
Number 25, the first baseman, Cody Trujillo, comes to the plate.
Bleasdale at the plate. That is fouled off.
Aaron Hood, the pinch runner at first base for Josh Hernandez.
So 0-1. Makes it 0-2, so Bleasdale trying to avoid the strikeout. As Hammond steals third.
Hammond steals third. This is called the ball. It's 1-2 on Bleasdale.
That is a fly ball to right field, which is caught as Shane Hammonds will score on the sacrifice fly from Buddy Bleasdale. That will bring the score to 7-6 and add the first out of the game. Strike one. And Hammonds gets back to the base. Excuse me, that was Aaron Hood. He was pinch running over there for Hernandez. Hammonds was the one that just scored. Big swing and a miss there from Brendan Morris. 0-2. That one chopped over to second. And will advance Hood. 2 outs as Rob Bell up to the plate for his second at-bat of the day. And that is hit to center field and caught for the third out of the inning. So we will head to the top of the third. CIU down 1, 7-6. So Gage Smith to lead off the third. We have a new pitcher on the hill for CIU. It's Hunter Garris in now for the Rams. Garris with 10 appearances so far this season, ERA of 5.65 or 5.65, as there's a fly out to start the inning, bringing up Tanner Griffith. Griffith in his third time up today, was walked once and struck out once. So looking for a base hit in this at-bat. Good pitch there from Garris. One, our count here. Nobody on, top of the third. There's a big swing and a miss from Tanner Griffith. Pitch a little high. Griffith still looking, or excuse me, Garris looking for his first strikeout of the game. Three-two, full count. As here comes the pitch from Garris. That is chopped to Trujillo, and play made at first. So 2 quick outs for CIU here in the top of the third inning. So things looking up for the Rams as Andrew Johnson coming up now for Truett. That drops, makes it 1-1. And there's the strike from Garris as that drops in there. 1-2 now. That pitch high makes it 2-2. Full count now here against Johnston. And that is popped up and caught by Bodison. So quick 3 outs for CIU, the top of the third, as we will head to the bottom of the inning. Rams trail 7-6. That pitch outside. That's Cody Trujillo. Trujillo on the afternoon has been walked once. Two balls, one strike. As Trujillo trying to get things going here for the Rams in the third inning. That is hit on the ground, and throw gets there. Good play by the third baseman, Sam Reed, as Reed makes the throw on the 5-3 out. Jan Maldonado up now for CIU. There's strike one against Maldonado. Still Kennery on the mound for Truett McConnell after Richardson got the start. Pitch in the dirt. Makes it 2-1. Maldonado had a double in his first appearance at the plate. And he'll slice one to third. And throw is not great, as Maldonado will reach on the throwing error. That one hit. On the third baseline foul. That one is popped up to right field and caught for the out. So it'll bring up Carter Willis. Willis in his last at-bat in the second inning led off with a home run for CIU, so he will try to replicate that here. One ball, no strikes. Maldonado at first. Throw is over to first, and Maldonado easily back to the bag. That will hit Willis as he will take his base, bringing up the leadoff man, Shane Hammonds, at the top of the order. Hammonds was walked in his first at-bat and then had a double last time up. Hammonds will take a step out of the box as pitch coming from Kinnery. That is hit, and the fielder's choice will sit down Willis, which will end the inning. So, score stays at 7-6 as we go to the fourth here at Miller Field. Mascarilla up now for Truett. On the day, Mascarilla has 1 strikeout, 2 at-bats. Here's the strike against the Omega 1-1. That is called a ball. 2-1. That is sliced, and the catch is made by Trujillo. So the diving play from Cody Trujillo will sit down Mascarilla. Good play at second base by Cody Trujillo. That pitch well outside. It's a 1-1. Pitch in the dirt. 2-1. Pitch outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. And Roberts will walk. Robertson will walk. That was right the first time. Ethan Roberts will walk. Bringing up Mullinack for Truett. That one is hit to center field. Play made by Carter Willis. So 2 outs now, as both teams seemingly settled in here at Miller Field now. Throw over to first. As Garris will face Edwards. There's a strike from Hunter Garris. Garris, a guy who came on late last year for CIU, and we haven't seen a ton of him during weekend games this year, but certainly seen him in the midweek, as there is the strike 2 against Edwards. And there's the strikeout for Hunter Garris as he gets his first of the game And back-to-back innings with Garris pitching a shutout here in the third and fourth, as we will head to the bottom of the fourth inning. CIU still trails 7-6. Josh Hernandez to lead off for CIU here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Pitch low and away. Hernandez is 1 for 1 this afternoon, or I guess I should say this evening, as he also was walked once. So Bleasdale will follow Hernandez. 1 out on the board here in this fourth inning. That is popped up over near first base, and the catch is made by Mascarello, who was stumbling backwards but still able to make the catch. That'll bring up Brenton Morris to the plate for CIU. And Morris hits that way back to right field and caught against the wall for out number 3. So another quick 3 outs after this one started with a lot of scoring. Runs have slowed down as we head to the top of the 5th. Rams still down 7-6. That is fouled off. 0-1. Here we are in the top of the 5th inning. Sam Reed back at bat for Truett. Reed 1 for 1, an RBI, and was walked once. Jackson Kelly now on the mound, pitching for Hunter Garris for CIU. Two one. Pitch in the dirt. 3-1. So Kelly trying to make something positive happen here, facing his first batter of the evening. That got in there. Strike 2. Good pitch there from Kelly. He's a full count. That pitch was low and inside. So Reed is walked.
Number 5, the shortstop, Matt Resnick, now comes to the plate.
One ball. One called a strike, so that makes it 1-1. One, two now. Runner over at first. And there's the strikeout for Jackson Kelly. That'll bring up Gage Smith, the catcher. Kelly checked on the runner over at first. Good pitch there from Kelly. 0-1. So Kelly looking for back-to-back strikeouts. So one strike as bunt is shown, and that will stay fair. Advance the runner, but throw not quite there, and the tag not quite there either, as good bunt laid down as runner advances, and then now a pinch runner will come in for Smith. This is number 15, CJ Thomas. Thomas. So 1 out. That is hit foul. One. That one chopped to Maldonado. Throw is not quite there. Well, it was there, but the the catch is dropped by Bleasdale.
Bases loaded for CIU and the Yankee.
One ball, 2 strikes here. Bases are loaded. So that fouled off. Stays at 1-2. So Tanner Griffith at first, C.J. Thomas at second, and Sam Reed over at third. And good pitch there on the strikeout by Kelly. So he's got 2 here. He has loaded the bases, but has not allowed any runs yet. Good pitch there. 0-1. Mascarell tried to check his swing and was able to. 1-1. That fouled off, so 2-2. Full count. Three-two pitch coming from Kelly. And that will score one. So bases stay loaded. That one hit to Bodison, and play made. Easy play for Bodison over at second. So the Rams give up one, 8-6, as we head to the bottom of the inning. CIU down 2 runs. One ball, one strike here against Rob Bell. Pitch is a little outside, makes it 2-1. Two count even. That is hit back to right field and caught for the first out. That'll bring up Cody Trujillo to the plate for CIU. So after that foul ball, a 1 count here against Trujillo. That fouled off again, makes it 0-2. Pitch well outside. Count is 1-2 here against Cody. And a big swing from Trujillo will sit him down as he strikes out swinging, bringing up Jan Maldonado. That pitch also in the dirt. High makes it 2-0. Fouled off. Stay at 2-1. Maldonado 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. Had a double back in the first inning and then would reach on an error in the third. That is gone. So Maldonado with his second home run of the season as Jan Maldonado hits one over the left field wall. Maldonado will give CIU its second home run of the game as Carter Willis hit one early on for CIU. Bringing up Grant Bodison. So Bodison represents that tying run. Both home runs for CIU today were solo homers. Pitch very high. 1-0. Pitch low. Makes it 2-0. There's a strike. Count now at 2-1. And that one is just foul. That went over almost. It looked like that. Left field foul pole. Good connection there from Bodison, but can't keep it fair. See, he was looking for back-to-back homers. 2-2. Outside. That is fouled up.
Way Amber.
Three-two full count here. As that is hit to center field and caught for out number 3. So Bears add 1 in the 5th and Rams add 1 in the 5th. So we will head to the 6th. CIU still down by a run, 8-7. So James Goff will enter the game now for CIU. Goff, a freshman from Manning, South Carolina. This is his first appearance in a game, in a varsity game this season. And right away picks up 2 strikes, 1-2 here for the Rams. Just a bit outside for Goff, who's still settling in here for CIU. So out number 1. And James goes by Avery. So good information to know there. So Avery Goff on the mound for CIU, as that is fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Outside. Makes it 2-1. That one popped up without, and now it's a fly ball actually to center field, and that is caught by Carter Willis. So the sure hands of Carter Willis get the second out as Goff will try to find that third out here against Sam Reed. Reed on the afternoon has walked twice, but that is hit back to Trujillo. So an easy out there made by Cody Trujillo as CIU will head to the bottom of the 6th, still trailing by 1 run here at Miller Field. So pitching change for Truett. Miller McCarthan, excuse me. Well, I think that is McCarthan. Into pitch now for the Bears. McCarthan, a senior out of Atlanta, Georgia. The lefty facing another lefty in Carter Willis. There's 1-1 now against Willis. Catherine on the season has an ERA of 5.06, has thrown 12 strikeouts, has appeared in 10 games. Interestingly, looking at this Truett stat sheet, 2 guys shoulder a lot of the load on the mound for Truett, which is Jared Johnson and Tyler Gray. I imagine both weekend starters for the Bears, so probably won't see either one of them today. But interesting to look at those statistics. Similarly to CIU, where obviously Justin Parrish, usually that first game starter for the Rams, goes about 6 innings in most of those games that he starts. And then, of course, with Christian Orr back healthy for CIU. He's doing about the same thing in Game 2 of those series. And Willis will go down. So, strikeout to start the game for McCatherine. I'll bring up Shane Hammonds. Hammonds 1 for 2 today, has been walked, has scored 2 runs, so contributing out on the base pass for CIU. Also picked up that double to left field. And there's strike 2, so 2 strikes against Hammonds. That is a high fly ball tracking towards left field and caught by the shortstop. So 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th inning. So Josh Hernandez that pitch is well outside. Just a bit wild for ball 1. Hernandez trying to get in a groove. Does have a hit and was walked. That is fouled off. 1-1. That one hit over to third base, and play is made. So we will head to the top of the 7th. CIU down 1 run, 8-7. Avery Goff still on the hill for CIU. Had a pretty solid last inning that he pitched. So 2 balls, 1 strike, and there's another. Makes it 2-2. That one hit towards Bodison. Throw over to first. Good throw from Bodison for the out. So 1 out brings up Gage Smith. Swing and a miss there. It's 0-2. That one hit to Bodison, and that is a tough throw. And wow, what a play by Grant Bodison for the out. A athletic play from Bodison makes the out as Bleasdale stays locked in to make the catch over at first. So that first pitch, a strike here. Tanner Griffith facing Goff. Griffith at the top of the order for TMU. Three one. And there's the walk.
Griffith draws the 2-out walk, and the inning continues for number 35, the left fielder Andrew Johnson.
All one. That is hit to right field, and it's going to be hard to find that as the double will advance the runner over to third. Mascarello will come to the plate now with runners on second and third after the double from Johnston. So runners in scoring position for the Bears. That dropped down there for a strike. A 1. That is hit to third, and play is made by Maldonado for the out. So danger momentarily, but CIU keeps runs off the board as we will head to the bottom of the 7th. CIU trailing 8-7. Buddy Bleasdale to lead off for CIU here in the bottom of the 7th. Rams trailing by a run. There is strike 1. Makes it a 1-1 here. Pitch around the ankles of Bleasdale. That called a ball. 2-1. Fouled off. Pitch outside. Good 3-2. And Bleasdale will take his base after being walked. Bringing up Brenton Morris. So Price Alexander will pinch run for Bleasdale. Fouled off. Outside. It's 1-1.
This sport is just quiet in general, honestly.
That close to the body of Morris. Outside. Makes it 2-2. Fouled off.
Wonder what the exit velocity on that was.
So 2-2 after that tip fell off the bat of Morris. And Alexander will be caught stealing for out number 1. So nobody on now as Alexander gets caught on the throw. That was the 1-3-4 throw. Excuse me, 1-3-6. And that will hit Morris. After one of those pitches looked like it was going to hit Morris, that one does, as Robert Bell comes up for CIU. Morris sneaking off the bag over there at first, but time is called, so we will take a quick break as the Bears discuss. First pitch, a ball. That hits Bell in the foot. So back-to-back struck by pitches as Bell takes a little hop over to first. Hopefully he's okay. Bringing up Cody Trujillo. So Morris represents the tying run on second. Bell the go-ahead run on first. After explosions of scoring in that first inning, been pretty quiet since. These batters a little wary after last two had been struck. Morris got hit in the back. Bell hit in the foot. McCatherine just needs to get a little bit under control here. And there he does. There's the strike. That one off the tip of the bat. And good hit from from Trujillo as he loads the bases. Took a weird bounce off the tip of the bat. One that is kind of in no man's land in the infield between the pitcher and third base. Almost like a well-placed bunt there by Trujillo. But as it is, it loads the bases. So Maldonado with a good opportunity to either give CIU the lead or tie it up. That fouled off. Strike two. 0-2 now. Fouled over towards the CIU dugout. And there is the strikeout against Maldonado. So 2 outs, and that will bring up James Lavera, who is pinch hitting. Lavera pinch hitting for Grant Bodison. Lavera in for Bodison. And that will hit Lavera and tie this game at 8-8. So good at bat for Lavera as he's hit by the pitch. That'll bring up Carter Willis trying to put CIU in front here. Pitch outside. So score on a pass ball as Rob Bell will put CIU ahead 9-8 on the pass ball by the catcher. So that will be unearned against McCatherine. And Willis shows bunt. That first pitch is going to be called a strike. Excuse me, 1-1. There's the wild pitch as Trujillo will score. So that will go down as earned, as there was zero chance of Smith being able to get out there and pick up that ball that was way out to his left. Makes it 10-8 as everyone advances. So only one runner left out there now, which is Lavera over on the at third base. We'll agree, disagree. We'll agree, disagree. But that would be that's earned then. You gotta go get it. 3-2. And there is the strikeout. So, but not before CIU puts up 2 runs on. Excuse me, 3 runs in that inning as CIU takes the 10-8 lead as we head to the top of the 8th. Tight one here at Miller Field, so don't go anywhere. You're on the CIU Sports Network. Ethan Roberts will as there's strike 1. That one a little outside, but Rodriguez comes in for Goff. Hopefully trying to close things out for CIU. Here is strike two. That one hit back to Rodriguez. Little lofting throw beats the runner to first, as there is out number one here at Miller Field in the top of the eighth inning. Olenek slices one through the gap for a single as he reaches first base. Bringing up Edwards. Edwards is 1 for 4 today with an RBI. He's also struck out one time. One. Makes it 1-2 as Rodriguez looking for the strikeout. It would be his first of the contest. Pitch outside. 2-2. Runner over at first is Molinak. Full count now. Runner goes, and that's tipped foul. So full count here. Runner on first, 1 out here in the top of the eighth inning. That is fouled again. Looked like it might go fair for a second, but instead spins back, foul. Beautiful weather here in Columbia, around 75 degrees in the Midlands of South Carolina. And Edwards will head over to first. Walk there. That'll bring up Sam Reed, as that first pitch is a strike. Fouled off, makes it 0-2. So good start here for Rodriguez against Reed. That one hit back towards the mound. And the tag made at second, so the fielder's choice will allow the runner to reach first. One runner advances to third, but Bodison gets that important second out over at second base. We will have a change. Pinch runner coming in over at first is once again number 15, or excuse me, actually this is number 14, which is Griffin Canellis, freshman from Rome, Georgia, will run the bases for Truett McConnell. So Rodriguez just needs one more out to get out of this inning. There's strike one. Great pitch there from Rodriguez. A little bit outside. Makes it 1-2. Two-two pitch. That one hit to center field, and the play is made by Carter Willis. So the Rams hold off Truett in the 8th. So we'll keep the 10-8 lead going to the bottom of the inning. CIU up 2 runs. So if the Rams can play their cards right, it'll be the last at-bat for CIU, with Shane Hammonds coming up trying to add a cushion to this 2-run lead for the Rams. That one is going to be lined out to the second baseman, bringing up Josh Hernandez. So Josh Hernandez now at the plate. That pitch is in the dirt for ball one. So Johnson pitching for Truett. We've only seen lefties, I believe, in this game for TMU on the mound. Fouled off. Makes it 1-2. That is a fly ball to center field, which is caught for the second out. Bringing up Buddy Bleasdale. Pitch a little outside. Ball one. Three balls, no strikes. And Bleasdale will take his base on the walk. Brad Morris, again, trying to add to this 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning. That was a good pitch there. 0-1. Count even at 1. That looks like it was fouled off the very tip of Morrison's bat as Make the count 1-2 here.
One more.
That is going to be called a ball. 2-2. Fouled off. Stay at 2-2. And Morris will strike out as CIU will try to close things out at the top of the ninth. We will head there in just a minute on the CIU Sports Network. So Collins, who has sort of become the de facto closer for CIU, not a role that he assumed at the beginning of this year or really at all last year, but has closed the last few games for CIU, closed out Bryan last week and St. Andrews the week before that. So we will see what Collins can do. That first pitch is fouled off. That pitch a little low, makes it 1-1. That one fouled off as well. One, 2 count here. Makes it 2-2. Fouled off as Brady Wilson is fighting here. This is Wilson's first at bat. Wilson is pitch hitting for Smith. Fouled off again. That hit to Bodison. Throw made from short to first. That'll be out number 1.
Over the bean field. 1 out. Here's go to the top of the order. Number 9, second baseman Tanner Griffith.
Griffith, excuse me, up now for the Bears.
Hey, Cam, are you coming tomorrow with us? Have you decided yet?
Pitch high and outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Makes it 2-1. That hit past Maldonado. So runner over at first now is Griffith. Andrew Johnson coming up to the plate for Truett. One 0. Makes it 1-1. That foul off, so that'll make it 1-2. Fouled off again.
Hey, Deuce. All right, 2-2.
Pitch coming from Collins, and runner will go. So advance on the dropped strike as that makes it 0-2. Excuse me, 2 outs. So 2 outs. Rams trying to end this with Collins on the mound. Fouled off. Mascarell at bat for Truett. 2-1. 2 outs. Runner on second. That is hit over the head. And one. Well, runner will stay at third. Thought there was an opportunity to go there maybe for Griffith. But he will stay. Have a pinch runner come in. It'll be 15. CJ Thomas. Saw CJ earlier. Also pinch running. Two outs, runners in the corners. That one chopped back to Maldonado, and play is made as Maldonado will end it. And CIU gets the win over Truett 10-8 on the mound. Avery Goff gets the win. Brett Collins gets the save. And McCatherine for Truett will get the loss as CIU picks up a solid win in the non-conference schedule. We will be back with you on Saturday for women's softball. It's senior day here at CIU. And then next week, 2 softball games after that. The Rams will not be back at Miller Field until April 28th when they take on Point in their final homestand of the season. So long from CIU Sports Network.